Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Francis Ford Coppola Marathon. It has been a while since we continued the marathon, but we are back and we are going to review today Peggy Sue Got Married. This is a film released in 1986 and it follows Peggy Sue, who is going to go to a high school reunion where she reunites with her friends, and she also has a big bit of marital issues with her husband Charlie. But after a accident at the high school reunion, she Peggy Sue wakes up. She wakes up in her teenage body in 1959, I believe the year was, and she pretty much gets to relive this part of her life again, just with the knowledge of her future self, of her future actions. And she is trying to do stuff differently, like she tries to break up with Charlie much earlier, but Charlie, still young and not knowing the future, is very much still in love with her. Pretty much the entire film is, put it simply, it's about learning to appreciate where you are now. It is a film that pretty much puts Peggy Sue, who is somebody that wants to change things because she isn't very satisfied with her life currently in her present. But after going back to the past and just reliving these moments of life, she realized that she doesn't want to change anything. She is more than happy where she is now. It's a pretty simple story, actually. I just wanted to say this before going forward. I literally didn't know anything about this film. I didn't know it was has time travel in it. I didn't know it was a romantic comedy. All I knew were this is a Francis Ford Coppola film and the actors in it, like Catherine Turner plays Peggy Sue and Nicolas Cage plays Charlie, and Jim Carrey, Kevin J. O'Connell, and Joe Allen, like those actors. I knew they were in this. I knew this is a Coppola film, but I literally didn't know the genre or the premise at all. I literally didn't know nothing about the plot. But after watching it, I must say that Peggy Sue is a very charming and earnest film. I actually like it very much. Catherine Turner gives a very great performance as Peggy Sue in here, as this woman going back to her high school years and just reliving this moment of life and changing up things, like befriending the school nerd who in the future we learn is a very successful inventor and businessman. Just tell him about the future and he's pretty much the only one who believes that she is from the future. And also her one night stand with the poet Michael. And she also goes to her grandparents' house to visit them for her birthday. Just a lot of these changes to her life that she didn't do it before, but she's doing them now. And like, I personally have never seen a time travel story that is very easy on the whole past and future thing. Like I have seen films like 12 Monkeys where the time travel element is very serious. Like he must save the future and to change our present and all that. Even something comedic like Back to the Future takes time travel actually pretty seriously, and Marty tries to save his timeline and all that. But here, the element of time travel is used more as a tool for the emotional storytelling for Peggy Sue's story, which personally I think it is used quite well. Uh, I mean, just that combined with John Barry's score. He's the composer of this. He's also the composer of a lot of classic Bond films. His score is very fairy tale like, I must say. Like, honestly, I don't know if I'm the only one who got this feeling. Maybe because I rewatched a lot of episodes recently, but Peggy Sue Got Married kinda reminds me of a Twilight Zone episode. More specifically, Walking Distance from the original OG series. That story is very weirdly magical as well, while also have this melancholic feeling to it, which that episode did come to mind when I watched Peggy Sue Got Married. But either way, John Barry's score is very wonderful, very fairy tale like. It is very nice to listen to. And like I said, Catherine Turner, she is fantastic in this. She gives this emotion to her character, which is just excellent. Like the scene where she goes back to her childhood room, sees her sister again, and gets all emotional. It's just wonderful piece of acting. And also the scene where she reunites with her grandparents, where because they were dead for a long time, but now they're back and she can talk to them again. It's a very nice scene, and that entire scene with the grandparents is shot beautifully, like a fairy tale. Honestly, it is very nice. Catherine Turner just absolutely crushed this role. She is absolutely wonderful in this. And Nicolas Cage here, he is good, I would say, a bit distracting with the voice. When he is as a teenager, he plays both the adult and the teenage version. So does all of the actors, but him in particular, when he is a teenager, he does this voice, like this very high pitched voice, which is a bit distracting, I must say, especially that car scene where he says, "Do you mean my Huang?" Which just cracks me up, honestly, with that voice he does. It is absolutely ridiculous. But after a while, it did actually grow on me, and I just accepted it. Cage's performance is good. I like it. I like it. It just needs time to grow on you, like I said. But yeah, it is just crazy to see a young Nick Cage and also a young Jim Carrey in the same film before they even got popular. Either way, at the core of the story is a romance story between Peggy Sue and Charlie. We we see Peggy Sue, her struggle with the knowledge of the future, and also Charlie just trying his best to just be with the girl he loves, and while also trying to go and succeed in his music career and failing unfortunately, but at the end they truly love each other, and you are very happy for both of them. It is just a very, like I said, earnest and charming film. It is sincere as well. And I just love that in a romantic film. Just that sense of sincerity in it is just wonderful. And I just absolutely love that in a romantic film, and I want to see more of that sincerity in more romantic films nowadays, honestly. And also Coppola's directing here is very good, like usual. There are a couple of moments that you can definitely tell that were directed by Coppola, but for the most part, this film is does looks pretty standard for the most part. To be honest, if I didn't know, I would never guess that this was directed by Francis Ford Coppola. This is one of the most surprising films that he has directed, honestly. But with that said, I still very much like it. I really enjoyed Peggy Sue Got Married. It is a charming, earnest, romantic science fiction film, which I very much recommend, especially if you're a fan of romance, science fiction, Francis Ford Coppola, Nicolas Cage, Catherine Turner. If anything that I said in this video interests you, I highly recommend Peggy Sue Got Married. And those are my thoughts on the film. I hope that all of you enjoy the video. Please tell me what you guys think about the film in the comments. And I hope that all of you have a great day. Thank you.